Happen to see. Coming over here. There you go. See there? You getting up here? Hey, those are my comics you're sniffing. She likes the smell too. Oh, wow. Welcome to the show, Miss Abigail. Slow night, eh? Nothing in the news about anyone or anything? Okay. It's not what I'm hearing, but nuke my company, will you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can tell I just got up somewhat, and I miss all the good bits while I'm sleeping. Oh well. And over the weekend, maybe on a Sunday. I don't know. Monday. I don't guess it matters. Uh, it's a good girl. Just love on my dog. Because one of these days I won't have her, and I'll probably go back and watch these videos and cry a lot. Oh me. Well, some of you have been streaming, like on CG Slums and other places. I don't keep up with things as much as I should. Let's see. I can't see. Can't operate hardly here. Let's see. Where I can see the chat anyway. Hello. Hello. All right. There we go. Ha. You show up some attention. Is that it? See, she gives me the silent treatment all the time. All the time she gives me silent treatment. She does not say anything. Hello. Uh, that's all right. I'm used to the silent treatment. Ne'er a word. Just bark out. And usually it's not. I don't. There's not been a time. There was a couple times I tried to take something away from her, and yeah, she even snipped at me. So I don't do that anymore. You don't double down on stupid and dumb. Okay, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. If you wish to join the Rambling Man, you can. And boy, we could really ramble on. Ramble on. Here we go. So, got some news about Vic King. Wow. Okay. Don't even want to mention it, to tell you the truth. But today I will probably be sending him a box to get my stuff, which is you know something I've been pursuing for a couple years now. I don't even know if it's worth it now, but yeah, I'm gonna hold him accountable. So I'll probably have a draw stream, just for Gable. He likes to see progress. Push, right? And plus I need to do some drawing. I need to work on some sketch heads. This one here will be the size that everyone will be getting. So you can put a lot of detail in there. This one here is going up for sale on the campaign because it's a first drawing of a new character. Kind of, sort of, right? But yeah, I heard they had a big drop over there at the end of CG Slums. I have yet to see the expose or anything. But somebody's kind enough to drop me the link and think of me. It's like, oh, this is bad news, but it's even worse for Rex because he's, up to here when it comes to Vic. I don't know. I try and, like I said, learn from my mistakes. Why you want to? I mean, there's some things that just it's hard to come back from. But I mean, I don't know, man. Just amazing. So I was just when I got up, I was actually writing a few things down. A couple of things that Dillard. We'll get that stuff up on the campaign as quick as possible. Did get a new backer yesterday. Or some of you were nice enough to tweet out, that we were only $29 away from $2,200, and retweet that and like that over there. And, so I know there's some people actively, like Snuggy Jr., and I shouldn't name names, that just, who you are, that General Piggy's another one, I'm sure, and others that really like to help campaigns out and tweet out. They're always, supportive, and I really appreciate that. Not just on behalf of my company, and my little endeavor, but for everybody. Just kind of blown out of the water. Sorry to hear all that with Vic. What comes to my mind is that that little, Ringo in Tombstone. Well, bye. I mean, oh, okay. Here, you want to get down? I see somebody might have sent me a scan. Had a very nice offer from okay. Well, let me see here. I had to cut this short and go on another show about this. About Devil Flyer. Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, what's going on? Oh hell. Unfortunately, every day. Oh, Devil Flyer, a Devil's Weapon. Uh, it's my project, and
because I'm gonna be frank, your trailer doesn't give away shit. So,
well, that's good. That's ambiguous.
It's kind of a good thing.
That's mystery built in, right? Yeah, I mean, how did I get featured today? Shit, I'm honored. But
wait, go back up. Did Doc Blaylock do a video?
Yeah, Doc Blaylock kind of rewrote Prejo's, my Ashcan trailer, put those bits in the music, and we kind of worked on it together. Put the new stuff in from the scans, and yeah, he put it together, so he's kind of up there. Plus, he's a big part of my art team. I think probably one of the best stories, if not the best, and that I really like is. Of course, I like them all, but I'm really partial to that one because I, was going to do Bog, as a before Devil Flyer, so it doesn't give away shit, huh?
Silver Ogre.
the
says,
campaign page
I was
was
away
away.
from my keyboard. What did I miss?
Hey, Mo. Hey, TJ.
Silvar, Vic King is apparently child predator.
Yeah, you want you know, TJ says, do I still want my commissions? Absolutely. If you want to hold him accountable, that's what I've been saying to everybody. A lot of people have been holding off to see if I get my stuff because it affects me so much. But absolutely, I figure he'll disappear after this. Go underground, create a new persona. I don't think he could probably afford to, just disappear.
Well, that does put a new light on the fact that he almost never put his face on camera.
Right. I have screen captures of his face from a couple different streams. So, I did that for legal purposes.
It's not news about Dillard.
No, it was Dillard delivering news.
Yeah.
That'd be a great
It's
news
still
channel.
it's
You
still
guys are
Dillard
completely
news.
misrepresenting what this was.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Well, No Vic King is on this campaign. No Vic King art. I just want to make that clear. We got Dillard's artwork here. He's leading the pack right now with his cover that everybody loves. And this is going to be made, this particular pose that comes from the cover is going to be made into a standee on the campaign. And I have a tapestry. It's all about the books, though. If we get any tchotchkes, it'll be from Stretch Goes. Pretty much. I mean, every Wednesday on my show, I'm going to be putting up original artwork and things, some new things on the campaign during the show. First couple are a couple of first drawings of new characters. One of them's related to another CG campaign. Thank God it's not Beowar, which nobody's ever going to see.
Distance yourself from comparing it to Beowulf.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not yet, but Doc Blaylock's done some work. Rob Ewing's done some work. I mean, I can't back everybody's project out there, and it's nothing personal. It's just limited funds, especially when you're trying to pay artists like Doc and Dillard, but that's the way I kind of support CG, is employing people to make my characters come to life. That's there's a lot of good projects that I would like to read and get, and the ones I can, I do, like Frog G and Buckler.
Oh
no,
all the coloring is done on Frog G. It's getting so close.
Ink spots, yeah.
I usually only have to tell an overweight pie eating guy this, but where's my frog book?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It is coming along.
Yeah. I mean, my problem was I supported a beanie, with the book, and I should have done them separate because Fanta got her beanie a long time ago, and I'm still waiting on mine because it was coupled with a book. I had to go in there and get another beanie.
Oh, look at Michael T shitting all over your head with his beanie.
Now this here's just a placeholder. Pretty soon we'll be putting up Jimmy Reyes's wraparound cover. And
cover's gonna tank.
Yeah,
get a second Dillard cover.
Well, I know Dillard is. Well, I mean, I have a blank cover. I have a Golden Age cover by the artist of Devil Flower, John Flandes, my good friend of over 40 years, and we're gonna have an artist edition, black and white, and but yeah, we're gonna complete that Momentum Comics framing that's based on Marvel 25th anniversary, and if we do well enough, I'll price it out. We'll get a clear acetate dust jacket for the artist edition, and that way that'll allow Dillard's original cover A to pop right out with his framing of other momentum characters.
That sounds
Yeah.
cool. I'm also doing a 2-page story in this for a character called
Interman, right?
I
And
haven't
you
done it.
did
I
my
haven't done
you
that
did my content page, and you're doing more than that. Actually, I have 8 or 9 pages, and yeah, you just don't know yet. So
Excuse
excuse
what?
me, what?
I figure the best way to back this campaign is you get the blank cover and then commission Dillard to draw a cover.
Okay, that
for
that was the Jimmy Reyes, but yeah, there's a blank cover down there with the logo on it.
Yeah.
And I will get the best
Okay.
thing to.
Who did you get to do your logo? I actually really like
That's John. That's
I do
John
like that logo,
Fernandez.
though.
That's John Fernandez. He's a really good designer. I mean, when you look at the Devil Flyer story, you go,
it. Reminds me of the Evil Dead, you know?
the Evil Dead. Yeah,
I love that shit.
yeah.
I finally got it. I caught the fly in midair.
Do you like? Well, wax on, wax off. Do you like zombie movies if they're good?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I fucking love zombie movies. Who the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, but what do you like about zombie?
Why
movies?
did you go from Evil Dead to zombie movies? Evil Dead is not a zombie movie.
Okay, well,
Yeah, they're
They're
demons.
deadites. They're different.
well, I'm still working on another another recommendation by Dillard, The Black Cauldron, that I thought he made, but apparently he didn't. So I'm going to watch it anyway. But you know, he's always got good recommendations, like The Chosen. Great
Yeah,
series.
that's a great
Great series.
series.
Yeah. They're out in theaters right now, apparently. Rob Ewing.
Oh, marsupial.
My question to all of you guys, though, is who do you think has better curves than Taylor Swift?
I'm sorry.
No one.
Hey. Sorry, my dog was barking. I didn't hear your question.
That is the dog that Rex is starving, that you can donate $2 to the campaign and feed that dog.
Or more. Or
$2.
more. There have been people back it more than once, you know.
He wants his $2.
Help me feed my baby.
Marsupial says what curves? Shut up, marsupial. Taylor Swift is a sweetheart, and you leave her alone.
My
Dillard,
bi-
you have more curves than her.
That's right, I do. So what? Dude, she feels so bad. She just had a. They just outed her, man. She was wearing butt padding during her performance because she feels so insecure. Everybody's like, "Oh, Taylor Swift has no body, no butt." So she went and put some fake butt in there to, you know, she's not crazy. She's not gonna go get like a Brazilian butt lift, you know.
Well, I'm
She put a little
glad.
padding in there just to make herself evened out a little bit. Now they're giving her shit for it. Poor girl.
Kind of like Vic King.
Maybe don't do that.
The average 2x4. Yeah, we didn't say anything about her personality.
I would press Vic.
I think her songs explain that fine.
If you commission Vic King, I would press him about getting my commission, my stuff, and then I would just get it and I would do a live stream and burn it. How about that? There's an idea.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't
Oh, yeah,
even.
marsupial,
I
in
wouldn't
case you
even
didn't hear,
maintain
Vic
the
King,
paper trail that concedes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vic King apparently got outed as a child predator today. That's the news they were talking about.
And maybe he needs
No,
a.
but I don't understand. There's hatred for Taylor Swift coming from two, and I don't understand why. It's coming from both sides. I see posts all over Twitter talking about if you hate Taylor Swift, you're alt-right, right? But then I also see because Taylor Swift hasn't come out against Israel, there's a bunch of people that are like, Taylor Swift is a Nazi and yada yada yada.
Yeah,
This girl can't win.
that's a little over the top, if you ask me. Not that I don't get called one every day, but you know.
Anybody deciding that that's what social freaking people you should hang out with, this should be decided by that kind of shit, all of them should be put down.
On the other hand, she's rich as fuck.
Did I hear a boop? I heard a
You did.
boop. Speaking of weird leftists, everybody, Zevius is in the
Zevia.
Yeah, well-known leftist. Me, because I'm
Oh, man.
So guys, I'm just wondering if
I'm a Swiftie.
Michael,
Absolutely.
if Vic wanted to come in here, would you let him in? I'm just curious on the panel right now.
probably not anymore. I think he has been on the show once.
All right, that's fair enough.
Ever.
Okay. I was just wondering. I was just kind of curious.
but probably not anymore.
I would like. I'll say I never advocated for it.
Right?
Not
Hey,
once.
you know what? It's their campaigns. I was gonna. Hey, I'm promoting campaigns, and if they want to come in and promote their campaign, by all means.
Well, I appreciate you promoting Devil Flyer. I mean, we could use some help. We got funded in 4 days, and then we kind of stalled out. They were demanding more Dillard artwork. Not really, but I'm going to give it to them anyway. It's going to be epic. I think this is going to surprise people, and when people get it and they're giving good reviews and they're showing off all that they get, everybody that backs this gets a charter member card, and anybody that backed my ash can a year
Where's that?
or so ago gets a charter member card,
He just
Yes.
turned into
Is
Megatron.
he breaking up for anyone
oh,
else?
did I? Okay,
Yeah.
well, my internet,
A little bit
will
robot,
probably
yeah. It's
crash
better
over this
now.
pedo stuff. So, and my company may.
All right, sorry. Just for you guys in the chat, I sent the link to the video there. It starts at 12 minutes 30.
Taylor Swift, the world's richest pencil / woman hybrid.
Get this dog some food, people. Back this
Yeah.
book.
Absolutely. She's a sweetheart. Why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Dogs got to eat, right?
CG wouldn't let a dog starve, would it?
Well,
Not
maybe
having to feed it is one of the reasons I don't have a dog.
only if the dog's name was Vic. They might let that dog starve.
Oh, now the whole name association. See, that's
Yeah,
what I-
yeah. Now it's guilt by association.
because there's Vic Mignogna too, and I still back that.
Okay, well, and apparently Vic King's not his real name. It's Richard Kincaid. I don't know. Too much, too soon.
Well, if you didn't key on like in about 3 seconds that Vic King is just Viking with a space.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah,
C.
he's really man baby Viking, isn't he?
I mean, he was always just calling himself a Viking. Honestly, with this news, I also wonder if that hair and beard, which are both vastly overgrown, are just
Look, if he doesn't
camouflage.
disappear, what you'll hear out of him is you're ruining my business.
I mean,
You know,
Well, I gotta say too, like the secondary thing that like, I'm not pressing X to doubt necessarily, but like my thumbs over the button is because of the source.
well, I would like to say hashtag Risey was right. Vic King is a pinup artist. And it is a hobby.
Oh, God,
it is a
Christ.
hobby for him, kind of, sort of.
No,
Not
I
really.
watched the video, and my wife went online and she started checking all the sources and all that stuff, and it all seemed to be pretty much rock solid.
okay.
Wanted to make sure.
Well, now this is not a new development. I mean, this is a new development as
See,
the news.
that's
but,
my point right there, Marsupial.
but it is something that was done in the past that he did jail time for, right?
I mean, if there are public records, there are public records.
Exactly.
And can you tie the name that's on those public records to the name he uses now?
Yeah.
I bet I can. I know where
Okay.
he lives. All I got to do is do a Google search, and I can find out who his roommate is. So all I'm saying
Well, I mean,
is
if it's
that,
you just type the name into the database, and if a flag pops up on his address, there you go.
I will send a box
Yeah.
for my stuff, and I will also, absolutely, if I don't get my stuff, which is, very, I'm just trying to hold him accountable. It's not so much, and
Good luck.
whatever. Yeah. Good luck with that. I mean, if I don't get it, hey, we can get the IRS and the courts involved. Sure. That's fine. Because
robot
I've
again.
got,
I have to go. My wife wants to talk. And
Okay.
more
Bring her
conversation.
on. Bring Mrs.
Bring her
Dillard to us.
Yeah.
Bring her to us now.
She's got
This is why I don't charge my phone.
Anyway, Devil Flyer, a devil's weapon. It's all about his weapon. It comes up against the Chicago Mafia, Cy Marco, the crime family, and the first story. It is kind of written like one and done stories, but it is interlinked sometimes with dialogue, the story that John Dillard's doing, 2-page introduction to Inner Man, he'll get a much larger play in the next issue, which will probably be Devil Flyer Zero. And Devil Flyer is not going to be my next project. It's going to be the Momentum, but Devil Flyer will be in the book called Momentum Future Visions, that are stories from the future of my universe. Because it's not just about one character, it's a whole host of universal characters. You know, I'm doing the Marvel DC thing, you know, launching my own universe of characters. Some of these go all the way back to the 70s, before some of you were born, Wolverine. You know, so there's that.
For Wolverine, paper wasn't invented. when
Well,
Wolverine was
we
born.
used to, the Sunday funnies, we used to get a hammer and chisel and a stone tablet and see what you do with that.
It took forever though.
It did take
Erasing was a bitch.
yeah, Gutenberg was a really godsend to us, you know, with movable type.
Yeah.
And a lot of monks just applauded him when he did that. He was like, yay, I don't have to sit here and waste my life, you know, making copies of, you know, boring.
Yeah, that whole hammer and chisel thing, I really thought they should have gone back to the clay tablets. It was easier.
Now, see, here's a picture of this image in black and white. You know, if we get the money, we'll have a framing. Even if we don't, we might just print the framing on the hardback with all the Momentum characters around, like the Marvel 25th anniversary, like this one here. I've got an example of it right there. John Romita Jr.
Hold on.
Doing all the characters around there. So Angel here would probably be Devil Flyer. He's already got this framed out and got a couple characters already done up here. But you know, I've been working with John for a while, as I've been working with Vic for a while, as I've been working with Doc for a while. I mean, the Devil Flyer story was done in 2022. The Gravetail story was done in 2022. So I've been sitting on some of this stuff for a while, to you know, better come up with exactly what I want to do and present and how I want it presented. I can't say I'm 100% there, but I think we've got a good start. You know, I can't complain in these hard economic times that I got funded in 4 days. So thank you for everybody for your support. Hashtag.
I mean, you're welcome. It's what I do every week, man.
Well, you know, that's what I do. That's what I do every day, Michael. You know, I try and feature other people's projects and have them on and present people with the person, because I you know, a long time ago, John Dillard said to me, it's probably been less than a year, but he said, you know, it's not so much your project, it's you. You know, it's about you. If people like you, they will support your project. So,
oh, you're doomed.
I know, right? That's why I've kind of stalled out. And every backer's wanting to burn me in effigy.
But at least he's presumably freshly bathed.
You know, Rex Christian, associated with a pedo, now, will kill this campaign dead. But there is no pedo art in this, or even offered on here by that artist. So, but I do have some other dope artists, you know, and you know, even bad news is good for business, they say. So we'll see. I don't know. I've just been trying to get my stuff, and I know a lot of other people have done commissions, and you know, I mean, I don't know. I know a lot of people have given up on getting their commissions, you know. Oh yeah, and TJ says the next comic will be awesome. I'm in it. Well, this next comic she's talking about will be on this campaign. You'll be able to buy it here pretty soon. I just need to have the artist draw the cover after I design the characters. TJ's going to be
Book that has TJ in it. Wolverine, I'm sure, will want to know: are the pages waterproof?
Why is there a thing that I'm missing with TJ? I saw Wolverine on TJ. I mean, you kind of got you adore TJ. Is that it, Wolverine?
We share brain cells.
Okay, all right. So
All three.
Oh, yeah, well,
I think we maybe four.
Yeah, and she contributed
Maybe.
most of that. But anyway, sorry, Wolvo. I'm going to do a supplement with this campaign. It's called CG Women or the Women of CG, whatever. We hadn't settled on the title yet, but basically that's the premise of it. Ice Queen is going to have like ice powers. TJ is going to be armored up, sort of Valkyrie type character with a dog named Rex, which I'm really stoked about. Let's see, Margot, wee little Scottish gardener.
CG
She's going to be kind of
position.
like a poison ivy character that controls plants. And Fanta's going to be like a dark angel. So it's going to be awesome. And then I have something planned for a double page spread in it that on the drawing tier. I announced the other day the drawing tier. You better get on it now at 175. Which Crooked Painter, I put that on there for him. This is going to be the 8th book that he's been drawn into. Apparently, did have him back that on the drawing tier for 175. But I announced the other day it's going up to 225 here pretty soon. Once the 2-page spread drops, everybody's going to want to get on that, or a lot of people will in CG. So this is kind of pointed to the CG crowd, that gives a crap about that type of stuff. And I can't believe that I've only at this price sold one draw-in tier to it, because I know a lot of people like to be drawn in, but maybe they need some more information about it. It'll be a cameo shot, facing a crowd, but you would now some Crooked Painter, he'll probably be a fighter in the Coliseum. Oh, did I say that? Anyway, yeah, there's going to be like a Roman-esque Coliseum. People are going to be going, kill him! And now maybe I can put maybe I can put Richard Kincaid in the book, being killed, because a lot of characters like, he's probably thinking about now that kill me now, right? In Minecraft.
I think that might be a little too meta, but I see where you're going.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't want to inadvertently tie this campaign to.
Okay, not if I'm killing him off. Got it. But now I'm
I'm saying, like, you don't want to irrevocably kill, or not, like, kill interest by tying it to him.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you're probably right. Leave a bad taste in people's mouth. It's forgive me, this news has just dropped to me, Michael, so it's like it's kind of hard to process.
I get it. There's definite knee-jerk reaction capability.
Well, I knew there wasn't something right. I mean, I poured my heart and soul into that creator and trying to keep him believing, not everything he said, because I mean, I could say a lot of things about myself and try and make people believe them, but you don't come to my house, you don't know what I'm like, so you just know what the person tells you online. And I was trying to help him out, as a lot of other people were at the time, and keep him afloat and pour into him dreams, and then I kind of demanded my stuff after a while and called him out on it after a year of receiving nothing except some scans. He delayed my Ashcan book from coming out because he was so slow to get things to me. And so people were asking me in my chat about that, and I said, I got to be honest, if he doesn't meet this deadline, hey Phil.
Phil, what up?
What up, Phil?
Hey, Phil.
Is that Phil or his brother? And do we ever really know?
I thought his brother had a different account.
Well, they could swap.
Brandon is allergic to plastic, so he can't type on a keyboard.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
His fingers will dissolve the keys. Yeah.
I just do it real quickly. That's why you get like the all caps from me all the time. You know. Why are you
There
yelling?
you go.
Holy shit, Bancroft's still around.
Yeah,
What?
Bancroft's still around. He wants to hear the pedo news, you know.
Hey, you
Nope.
Bancroft.
I mean, like saying it like that. No, we really don't.
Oh, okay. Well,
But it's important information. to
I
know.
think there was a reason that Dillard kept referring to it as what was it, child predator
Yes.
or something like that.
okay. Let me write that down, and I doubt that I'll, actually even talk about it anymore.
I came back from dinner.
It might be easier just to write the P word and just put a line through
Okay.
it.
In other news, there is a channel bump, and oh, hey, what do you know?
What are the fucking odds? How did this happen? That's
Really
amazing.
high. Frog, I think, did this on purpose.
Quite possibly.
Would he cheat?
What did you do, Frog G?
I also put in a channel bump for this guy named Rex. He has a channel. Talks about a comic stuff.
Thanks. I mean, I'm technically challenged, and I like it that way. I like to focus on my art more and other things in my brain. But I do understand that having your skill set, Frog G, and other people like you, Snuggy and General Piggy and stuff that tweet and retweet and I definitely haven't done the best on like putting links. Even Dan Lawless said, Rex, some people do this, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get right on that. I haven't yet, but I need to.
What is this title, by the way, Rex? When we were playing City of Heroes earlier, we noticed this title up on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean,
You can love the word.
Well,
You can't be in love with it.
well, I got busted out. They said
You can love your car, but you can't love your car.
I mean, I got busted out. People were like, this was yesterday's show, and they said it's afternoon. I said it was morning when I wrote it. So, yeah, man. I mean, I just went on a tear and put all my shows up until into early March. So, inspirational. You never know what I'm going to do. Mo Big says, yeah, I'm usually up past midnight. As I am.
Phil's surprised he's here.
So thank you, Frog. I mean, I'm probably not even on Bancroft's site promoting this because I'm just technically not there, if it was, I've got to say, if it wasn't for Chrome Dog, Agent Zero, Justin K Sweet, I'd been in desperate measures, and the campaign wouldn't look as good as it does because I think like he said, he put more thought into my campaign than he did his own.
And the link to the YouTube is right there.
Absolutely.
You don't have to hit the bell. Nobody's asking you
Yesterday we had Jimmy Palmiotti finally pop in, not on the show, but in the chat. So it's nice to know. I have a lot of lurkers that know about the channel, Aaron Lopresti, and that's never been on, or like Ethan, he EFAP'd a couple things when Dillard was on. EFAP'd the show. But yeah, John Buscema's last artwork there.
And therein we have it. We have Rex's channel here, Devil Flyer Momentum.
Yeah, I've still got the ash can up there. I need to put the link to the campaign up there on the main page. That's how slow I am with.
He's at 373 subs. He's just over 100 away from monetization. Man streams every day. He's like a clock.
Yeah, but it's all live. I don't play the algorithm, like they say, do pre-recorded stuff. But now I will start doing some
Hold
of that here pretty soon, if I have the time.
Frog, I'm sorry, brother. You're gonna miss out on the good cheesecake
Yeah,
criticism.
it's a pretty good cheesecake selection right there for you guys. So I do leave you with some good cheesecake to watch at the next commercial break, but unfortunately,
Which starts
work
now,
was-
funnily enough.
Yeah, work was like very busy. I'm not going to get into details, but
Wow.
there's some stuff that was also going down, so I'm covering for additional people. So yeah, on that note though, I got to go, guys. So take it easy, and I will see you guys next week for the
Where can
another-
you be found?
Up
I can be
front.
found at the Twitters at frog_g_, and of course, Frog G's Voodoo Gods of Magic, still in demand on Indiegogo. All the artwork is done, the coloring is done, story is being edited soonish, I believe, and should be coming out.
Been
soon.
shadow banned the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah. So help a frog out and back it today and back it often.
Frog, throw the link again. Phil's here. There we go. All right. Have a good night, Frog. You get some
All right,
sleep.
later,
man.
guys.
See, frog.
Up front.
Tastes like chicken.
Frogs
Fine.
talk together.
Oh, Xavius. Wow. Hello.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How's it? How's the weather up there in Canada?
Just right around freezing. Nothing interesting to tell about it.
Okay.
So
All right.
you know,
After we get the dishes done.
Yeah.
Might not be here
You,
later.
you
Jason.
are the quiet man.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
hello,
you don't
Viz.
say a lot. Unless you were, you know.
me?
Oh,
That's-
he waits for this segment.
Oh, okay.
But
No,
I'm
this-
gonna
He
you know,
tell you,
waits to.
Rex, I've seen you
Oh.
around. I saw you doing. I caught your launch on Shay's thing about a week
Oh.
or so ago. So I just thought I'd let you talk. I'm not going to sit here and talk about football or something.
Right. Did you watch the World Series? I mean, not the World Series, but that shows you how.
Yeah,
I
there you go.
caught myself, Willow. It was after I said it, but
Yeah.
I caught myself. Yeah, the Super Bowl.
I'm like, I don't remember what the
No,
fuck.
the
I was
really
doing in
funny part
October.
is you said it the first time and I didn't
You
blink.
did you?
I wasn't.
Okay, everybody,
I was
spoilers
putting
for a game that
zero
ended
thought
today.
into it. I just let that shit go and didn't
Right.
notice.
It ended in overtime, and the script was fulfilled. That's all I'll say.
So it was. I glanced on Twitter. Was it? Is this shit fixed or what?
You know what? They're wondering if it's not scripted anymore.
And who is
It's
Yeah.
sports entertainment, Michael.
who is the
Right.
true king, Mo? I'm just wondering what you who you think the true king is. If that's a compliment, thank you.
It's not. I get the joke, but I'm not going to elaborate.
Okay. All right. All right.
But the first campaign in the Cheesecake Hour is probably something that X and Wolverine won't be able to bitch about.
Oh,
Good.
Coffin Comics is back.
oh,
Ah.
okay.
Is probably something that Lady X and Death. Wolverine won't be able to.
Oh no.
Ooh, whoa. Lady Death,
Sorry,
Demonic
Mom.
Omens #1. The company-wide event Helligeddon starts here, co-starring Hell Witch, La Muerta, and Chaotica. Celebrate Lady Death's 30th anniversary.
Mhm.
They're looking for 15,000. They only have over $250,000. So with our help, we will get them there.
Nice.
We can do it. We will do
You
it.
can do it.
There's no
You can do it. Do it.
look at this. I don't have it again. What is wrong?
God
with
damn.
Weird.
Which site is this?
Kickstarter.
Okay. Yeah. Weird, man. Wow.
Rookie numbers, says Bancroft. I'll complain.
Well,
The
yeah,
play
see-
button's in the worst part.
They're rookie numbers now, but so was Lucent before they got here.
Mhm.
We can do for them what we did for you.
This is chapter 19 in the ongoing crowd-funded Lady Death from Coffin Comics, starting a new arc called Demonic Omens. Yeah,
I appreciate this the same dude it always was.
Yeah.
It's not just a company that owns the fucking book and throws a fucking artist at it.
Yeah, Brian Polito,
It's
Mike
still
McLean.
him. It's still his fucking shit. It's still his book. It's still his character.
Well, this looks
Oh,
like a
oh.
most wanted lineup. I don't know if that's a good look or on a campaign or not, but you know.
That's
Depends.
okay. We get to the
Depends
good
who
stuff
your
pretty quick.
heroes were.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get it. I just like, you know,
Even to a degree, even if they've become shitbags now, it still depends on who your heroes were. They put out a new thing that was the thing back then, and you'll be on it.
Death Valley Junction, California.
I don't
First
know shit about
Miles.
Polito, but like his work is very
I
interesting.
want a divorce and I'm not even married.
First town in Miles. Best not to attract too much attention. Best to blend in until I get my bearings. It's adorable that she thinks that she could possibly blend in
Right?
at all.
Wait, are you in LA? Miami Beach?
Death Valley.
Death Valley days, yeah, man.
The
It's
Virginian.
adorable to think that she could possibly ever blend in any situation.
Zeus, do you like Westerns?
She should just show up.
I asked Zeus if he liked Westerns.
What does this have to do with Lady Death?
Well, you were talking Death Valley, and you got to know how my
That's where she is. Look right there.
brain connects. I immediately went to.
There is no way that tiny little fucking town has those roofs for that bitch to be on.
Oh, Wolverine! You're one of those that say, "Where are her organs?" It's comic book logic, man. Just go with it. Do it.
No, that has a hard wall limit.
Okay, all right. I mean, if it
You
takes
can play
out
those
of,
games within reason.
within reason, right?
At the end,
Absolutely.
in my opinion, this is not art. This is illustration. Illustration has hard objective rules, and I don't want to hear about your fucking style. I don't care.
Right. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have to have you on and talk about that some more.
You can bend them if you know
Yeah.
them well enough, but you cannot break them.
Have you
There
been
you go,
drawing
Failure
of
Blue
late,
now. Look your
Wolverine?
shit.
I'm just wondering, have you been doing some drawing?
Not at all.
Get out of here. Tell you what. You got to get back to it, bro. You got to get
It's a
back
long
to
story that I don't tell people.
Okay.
There's definitely
You
a
had
way to
your
do it.
hand amputated. I got it. I know, but I love you, Love Bug. I'm real. They call me the male version of Mandy Bancroft, not Wanger.
That sounds terrifying.
Although, like in Camel Moon, I do have the schlong, like Wanger in the cartoons. Absolutely. You never saw it.
I'm confused.
You are? Okay. Can we say no? I won't say that.
I was just refusing to allow that to become a mental picture.
Yeah.
Downtown Phoenix, La Muerta.
Look, I'm in Arkansas,
Okay.
so
The caption solved the problem. They're different towns.
we use we plow fields. Anyway. I'll shut up now.
Even the book agrees that little fucking podunk Zorro town did not have the roofs for that bitch to be on. They're different places.
Yes, I'm talking about hell salad.
You want to talk about the Ozzy and Harriet show next? It's about as relevant.
Hey, you leave Kukla, Floran, and Ollie alone. And Ozzy and Harriet. Francis the Talking Mule and Mr. Red.
All that.
Don't you destroy my childhood.
Bob,
howdy doody.
Don't you put Bob Cummings' name in your mouth.
Okay. I pee freely.
There's the link, babe.
Bob Cummings show was good.
I got a good book
Goddamn
for you to read. I Pee Freely, or no, Yellow Snow by I Pee Freely. I'll send you a copy. Oh, good. We got Ghost Rider in this. That's awesome.
Stretch goals on the campaign. Stretch goals on the campaign
That,
included
that is a
100K.
bold piece
the
of
artwork.
iconography to use for someone not currently affiliated with Marvel with their project.
At 125, silver foil logo enhancement. At 150, 8 extra pages of story and art, which succeeded. And at 175, 8 extra pages of story and art.
Hmm.
It's a 56-page book now, thanks to backers like you.
200K Lady Death sword
That's
pen.
where my
Pin,
money
sword
went
pin.
to. Darn it. Ah,
I thought that's the word
And
sword pen, like
darn
P.
you,
They're over
yeah.
300K,
That's
so
fucking
this is
weird.
unlocked. Yeah, they're over 300K, so this is unlocked.
Well, then they need to update their fucking thing.
Let's
Oh,
see,
I guess
6x9 print, Reckoning homage, Memorial trading card at 240, at 260, Demonic Owens vinyl sticker, 280 Memorial trading card, 2 holofoil trading card, and at 320 Legend fridge magnet. At 340 Memorial trading card 3, which looks like pirate bra and panties. And 360 says secret surprise. Yeah, see that? Oh no, it's not a pirate; it's a skull. Okay.
yes, there you go.
How do I get involved with Lady Death? You don't.
Well, you do, but just that once.
one night stand, you're saying. I get it.
Yeah.
Mm.
A live edition. I
Huh.
remember that series. There was a series, Lady Death Alive. That was really cool.
Yeah,
Well, now he
Rob
Kill-
Liefeld Legend 11 by 17
kill
print.
me the fuck now.
see no feet. Cut her off at the knee.
And smoke coming up from the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I thought you were gonna say out my ears. I wasn't gonna argue.
Well, she
Ew.
has 2 huge pouches.
Only 2.
Steven
It's
Segovia?
amazing.
If you'll go back my book, I'm going to put Lobo in there. Screw copyright.
David Nakayama print.
Dave. It's good to see him still doing shit, even if he probably is a filthy leftist.
Now, why doesn't Lady Death? I mean, she's whiter than white. Why doesn't she get hate mail?
Back in the day, Dave was a good dude. I liked him.
A naughty variant of Lady Death? No, say it ain't so.
He was
That's a first.
last art director on City of Heroes, David Nakayama.
City of Heroes. I actually
Hardcover
bought a
edition.
Del Keown City of Heroes #1 recently.
Dale do art on the City of Heroes?
Yeah, you want to see it? I might have it here. He did the cover. It was a dope cover.
There's a lot of cool freaking covers for this.
How many is too many? Now, I know Kickstarter likes a lot of variants.
In my
We
opinion,
did one
2.
we did one that went up to double G or something like that. It was cover A, cover B, cover C, blah 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 blah, all the way up to cover double G.
Wow.
It was insane.
Well, I mean,
And yes, we saw that, Phil. Yes, we did.
I
Yeah.
mean, what action
Phil.
comics?
Phil, did you see that Michael and I do a stream every Sunday afternoon, early evening, playing City of Heroes every Sunday, almost every Sunday.
Action Comics number 1000, right? That came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
They had like, probably including the blank, sketch cover. They had like 40 something covers for that. Of course, that was a big event, but they had 40 something covers for that one issue.
That's just fucking predatory.
Yeah, that's like, I don't care if I smash your bank account. If you've got some diehard collectors, it's got to have everything out there, and there are people like that.
It's almost like it's almost like just coming out and saying, "Look, we know you don't read them."
Right? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Hail
Yeah.
Jedi Bill.
Dale did a cover of Lord.
Lord Arachnos? He did a Lord
Yeah.
Arachnos cover? Shit.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind because I swear I've seen every one of those in every one of the covers. I don't have the books, but I've seen the covers.
Well, I didn't realize.
I don't remember recognizing one as Dale's work.
I didn't see that. Didn't know that he did City of Heroes, but I found it recently. So.
That's crazy.
I like a lot of characters, always did.
Yeah, Lord Arachnos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the purple clad with
No, I didn't know that.
arachnid?
The big spider arms
the
on his
spider
back.
arms,
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh?
he's the signature top bad guy.
Yeah. Now,
in
who
the
published
IP.
that? Does anybody know?
It was more than one publisher, as I recall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have some of those issues,
But I can't remember who the fuck they were because it's been a lot of years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some novels. I have one in my closet somewhere.
I've got Web of Arachnos novel that I got for free at the thrift store because somebody tore
Did
the
we
cover
lose
off.
Xevious, or is he just covered up by?
I got mine for
there
free
he
because
is.
my buddy had bought it. Tired of it.
Yeah, he's there. He's just under
Yeah.
comments. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm sure I've been enjoying your post of your artwork that you've been doing lately, your commission and your drops on Twitter. Really
Thanks, man.
good looking stuff, man. You're really showing your range on
Appreciate that.
things. And I think you did a Batman
busy.
piece, right?
I did
A little
yeah.
while back
Yeah.
that you dropped.
Yeah, it's a few weeks.
How
ago.
much do you hate this logo, Xevious?
Let me think about it.
And the car that you put up recently was very nice too.
I've done a few. Which cars did I do?
Cars.
I believe it was yellow. It was like a Charger or something. I can't remember exactly.
Oh yeah, funny. That's a commission that
Yeah, it was a commission
that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we actually it was a vinyl wrap for a dude, and then I did a rendering for the presentation, and then it's pretty quick and very I've always loved chip booths.
So when you say vinyl wrap, are you talking a record? A vinyl?
No, like a full, he bought the car. Just like he wanted to do it for car shows.
Oh, okay.
So
Hey, El Courtney, welcome to the chat.
Hey, Courtney.
I'm not a boomer,
Yeah,
but I think like a boomer.
that's all right.
So
That one was cool and all, but that Black Beauty was the shit, though.
oh yeah, Black Beauty, Green Hornet. Come on,
It's still the same team, Bill.
because it's still the same.
Hello, everybody. This is Brian Palumbo.
I was just going to say, Brian's going to talk to
We're
us.
back to
Oh, yeah,
unleash the
Brian's
most
gonna talk to his
savage
director.
chapter of latest Undead Life. An all-new 64-page original
Which is
graphic novel
employee
entitled
at a Harley
Lady
Davidson
Death,
George Vest.
Demonic Omen.
You heard it the first time, Brian.
Yeah, this is starting to sound a little amateurish, Brian.
This Sunday, you paid for the whole sheet, but you're only going to need the urge.
That's right. Sunday.
Lady Death returns to
Don't
power,
miss it.
Only to discover 2 years
You'll pay
have
for the whole
passed,
book,
and
but you only jerk off over the cover.
Hey, Courtney.
The globe. But soon, this piece is slashed to bloody pieces. A strange and savage cult emerges, bent on chaos and
Death Valley?
destruction.
No.
Like a virus, its numbers multiply and disperse, burning everything in their wake. Now, Lady Death must race against time and battle demonic forces to save a trusted friend from an unspeakable fate. Watching from the shadows, an old foe devises a nefarious plan to dominate the world and bring Lady Death to her knees. The company-wide crossover event starts here. Guest starring La Muerta, Hell Witch, Lady Satanas, and Chaotica. Help me bring this hellacious
All of
chapter
which
to
have been
life is our
featured on this
returning team.
show.
Co-writer
Where's
Michael McLean,
Purgatory?
illustrator Diego Bernard, colorist Wes Hartman, veteran letterer Marshall Dillon. And look, here's
And
the
they're all
thing. This
demonized
project
with
is
red
done.
eye.
We just got to print. I need your help because let's be honest,
Kinda like
you're
no
the one that
Polaroid.
makes this happen.
So be
Please
great.
pledge now and tell everyone you know.
But
Thank
wait,
you so much,
there's
everybody.
more.
You rule.
Don't miss out on this campaign or you'll be a pussy.
Oh my.
I have a question, Michael.
I probably don't have an answer for you, but go ahead.
How often do you think Brian Pulido thanks Billy Tucci?
Billy will probably tell you not enough.
Yeah. None of this happens. He doesn't get to have all of these fucking look at my hot chicks books without Billy.
I just wanted to say hi and I'll come back. I still haven't unloaded my car, but saw you were live. You're still in the car? Again?
She lives in the car, Michael.
I never knew he looked like a gay biker.
How did you miss that? I'm just
You
wondering.
do now.
Silver, I have featured most of his campaigns on this show because Lady
Yeah.
Gaga is baller and like their other stuff looks
And
great
pretty
too,
much every one of his trailers is that exact trailer.
right? But no, I ain't got shit to say about Lady Death. Yeah,
No.
but it's out there. It is the chat or the thing is in the chat. I put it in there somewhere. Yeah, right there. Oh,
Nice.
I too hate
right,
Michael.
right above Phil going ew when he heard about a Rob Liefeld cover.
TJ hates ironing.
Oh, shit.
Well, the chain mail is hard to iron. I'm just saying. Hey, Margo.
No, it's easy to iron. It's already made of iron. Good morning, wee Margot.
Good morning, Margot. Gentlemen, who the fuck are you talking to?
Yeah.
I am a gentleman.
She's in the future, so she could absolutely wipe out your ancestors or something. She's probably a time traveler. So
None of any of that works that
Okay.
way.
I was molded from clay and given life by the
my
gods.
devil flyer and see if I untangle this
Nice
mess
tip,
I call
Michael.
a brain.
Man, your daughter's got a nice rack.
Rear.
That was the best fucking Wonder Woman cartoon movie ever. And
Oh,
Steve Trevor
God.
being voiced by Nathan
But
Fillion.
is there any? I mean,
Wow.
you know, we're celebrating 40 years, isn't it? 40 years, or 50 years of Wolverine. 50 years, right? Yeah, 50 years. 74.
I don't know. Shit.
So
Phil, you've got it hanging up next to you somewhere.
That math should be
year
easy,
did
but I'm not going to
Volvo
do it.
181 come out in?
I mean, is there any better moment at him sitting at the bar drinking and smoking a stogie, and here comes Magneto, Professor X in, two of the most powerful mutants, and he just tells them to fuck off.
We lost every bit of that.
Okay.
Rex, you roboted the hell out of that.
Yeah, we lost every word of that.
Arigato, Mr. Rabat.
Still lost.
Domo.
Unfortunately, we heard that clearly.
Yeah. Where's the robot when we need it?
I was recounting. Is there any better Wolverine moment than Magneto and Professor X being told to F off at the bar while drinking a beer and smoking a
Oh,
cigar?
you're
I thought you meant
referencing a
comic
movie.
What now? I'm on
Oh,
dial
you're
up.
referencing
What
a
the
movie.
hell?
So yeah,
I'm on dial up.
I didn't realize you were talking about the movies.
The
Yeah.
I
movie.
thought you were talking comic, and I'm like,
yeah. So you're talking about like one of the movie scenes. So the answer is yes.
Yeah, the movie.
and it wasn't fuck off. It was go fuck yourself.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Oh, basically, he also said that exact line to Scott.
No, he said you're a dick.
That
That's
definitely
me.
that.
Prove it. You're a dick.
You're a dick.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have to prove anything.
He's using 2 cans and a string for that dial up.
People know me. Yeah.
He's just
All
using
right.
2 cans. He didn't have string.
Right.
All right, second
Yeah.
cheesecake campaign. Going into it over on fundmycomic.com. Shadow Hunters number 5.
Ooh.
The epic conclusion that pits our sexy monster girls on a head-on collision with the supernatural hunting organization, the Double Aught.
We go from Lady Death to this?
I had to give you something to do.
Was there no middle step possible?
Number 5.
Is ramping up or down a foreign concept?
Dude, the knob has 2 settings.
My knob only has the one, really. Oh, this looks like someone who learned to paint on YouTube when they were a kid.
This looks like the colorist tried to save the pencils. Have a good one, TJ.
Oh, take care, TJ. See you later.
Frog did have to go to bed. Yes, Margot.
Yes, he did.
Like, the coloring isn't terrible, but what he had to color needed a bit more work.
The way it looks like someone who learned to paint in Photoshop on YouTube when they were a preteen or teenager. I recognize that from shit my daughter used to do because she learned how to paint in Photoshop on YouTube when she was a kid.
Chapter 1.
She got good at it, but I mean, it's still there's a vibe to it that looks familiar.
You say no, Jason. You missed the Lady Death campaign.
Yeah.
Huh.
Written by Jason Dubay with artwork by Randy Kintz, Sarge, Alex Lopez, and Jason Dubay. Hey, isn't this that same pose that people were freaking out about?
Yes, literally that. Well, it's one of them, I think.
That Miller and a couple others were going off about.
It's also kind of hard to tell, seeing as how it's so childishly fucking drawn.
That's pretty rough, man.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't know. The aerial one over here might be okay. I don't know. Let's see. Just the comic for 20. Oh, they have tame and not tame versions on Fund My Comic? What?
I mean, they got a cosplayer cover, I guess. That's something. At least it isn't badly drawn. See, that's just fucked up.
That looks a little...
At a certain point, you have to realize just how crookedly you drew the entire head.
I actually like it. It
And
has
made
a
the
lot
rest of
of
it to match.
energy to it. It kind of reminds me of Art
Fuck
Adams.
energy. It's deformed. It's grossly deformed. Who cares what energy it has?
That's a photo. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I know.
That one is. But
Yeah, that one is.
Yeah. Where are her organs? I can see
This
her
looks like,
organs. All of her organs are up top. I like that.
the guy that did
Organ.
Aeon Flux.
There you go. Now there's some
Chong.
exaggeration of a character. That's stylization. I didn't realize you were
It's also
so
grotesque and hideous.
you were so art snobbery, Wolverine.
I am the most vicious person you can bring anything to.
Okay, well I'll grab
Mhm.
my ankle, sure.
Like, people blow a lot of smoke up Malin's ass, but Malin can't lick my shadows for breaking a person.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Like I said, my work is not up to my standards, especially not anymore.
Huh.
Not with all the muscle all the muscle memory atrophy.
I think you were like atrophy. Yeah, I actually have Aeon Flux.
Because a lot of it really is like there's a lot. I know what I'm doing in here, but what I know how to do in here is not doing it. My hand is doing it. My hand knows how to draw just as well as I do,
Right,
but I can't draw without my hand.
right.
and it has mostly forgotten how to do it.
You could draw
But
with
my
your
brain
feet.
still remembers how to do it.
You could draw with your feet.
Huh.
I've seen people do it.
So an approximation of what I'm going for is it's like martial arts. Like you put enough atrophy in your muscle memory, you remember how to throw all the moves right, but you're gonna fuck it up.
Xevious, what do you think about
And you got-
scandalous covers
you gotta
like
rebuild
this,
it.
like the little TNA teasers and you Nike versions and stuff? I mean,
I don't know.
is there a market out there for this?
We do this
Apparently
every
there
week. I
is.
mean, it's I guess I think it's kind of silly, but if I was 14, I guess I'd think it was cool.
I guess. Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I mean, they're clearly making a whole lot of money from people who don't realize that the internet is comprised of freeborn.
Yep.
So I guess there's that.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I had like, because I'm getting old, but the heavy metal poster from like, way back in the day,
Right.
that was so well rendered, and it was so sexy. Like, I had that on my wall when I was, like 12 or something. And it was
Even
just,
rock and roll was kind of sexy in a cartooned way.
but it's like I could get away with it because it was a comic,
Yeah.
or it was a fantasy magazine. So yeah, but I mean, I kind of grew out of that pretty quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It does. They do kind of seem childish. That is a good way to go on it.
What is your
Oh God, it has.
What
a
is your
trailer.
approach? Just solid design or stylization or whatever works? When you approach your work, what is your mindset?
Who do you mean, me or
Yeah,
Wolvo?
you. Since
Gosh,
Wolverine
like with
is not
people?
currently drawing.
Yeah. Well, man, that's a tough question. I mean, I think my answer is like, fit to purpose, right? Like, what's the message? What's gotta happen for this? What's gonna make this particular cover work?
Mhm.
Yeah, but stylized versus, I don't know. I mean, I do pretty realistic stuff, and then some stuff's way pretty heavily exaggerated too.
Right. Well, like your car, that looked like I'm sure that was like you said, that was a commission. It was like, yeah, it looked more commercial or utilitarian, in presentation, and that has its place. But then, you get somebody like it was mentioned cheesecake earlier. Well, when I think of cheesecake, especially within the comics, I think of the Rocketeer, Dave Stevens stuff,
Yeah,
that
for
was
sure.
nice.
Yeah.
I love that, all of it.
Yeah, all that.
Well, back in when the time
He's
was
having a stroke, folks.
One of the symptoms I'm having for what I think is an allergic reaction to a medication is my brain isn't working quite right.
That's every day for me. Oh man.
My thought processes are short circuiting in an unusual way,
Mhm.
and my speech is not working quite right either.
Now I feel bad. Thank you.
And now I've completely forgotten what we were saying before. Oh yeah, time was cheesecake wasn't an insult. It was a valid genre of shit, of art and
was it?
photography.
I guess it was. I guess it had.
I mean, it was looked down on as because it was dirt. It was kind of dirty.
See,
but it was still valid.
I would rather see the cheesecake come back than like this, like we just saw on that campaign. And this is, I mean, I've seen Andy Smith do it on one of his older campaigns and others, and I'm just like.
But to be fair, a lot of the cheesecake that we go through on here is also drawn for shit.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck kind of hubba cheesecake attraction do you really have to something that looks like all you can think of is that is drawn for shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That doesn't even look enough like a woman to be hot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a major down point when your book is self-admittedly or not, fucking cheesecake. or soft
Do,
core
do
porn,
you-
which I guess
I mean, you know,
is a
once in
very
every
similar thing.
maybe millennial, you have a person come around like a Leonardo da Vinci. Now, I mean, aside from that, but I mean, drawing. I mean, could you know? We'll know it when that happens because he'll be able to draw any style you want him to in comics. You know, he could look like Art Adams, or he could look like George Perez, or he could look like Neil Adams. He'll be able to do it all. But I've yet to see that in comics. Although there's some people that can do different styles, you know, which is a brain switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's diversity in,
Yeah,
in art style. Usually we get locked into doing, you know, but I mean, and you've seen people evolve like Bill Sienkiewicz, you know. He's doing some gallery worthy stuff, I think.
I think he always has. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a favorite
Yeah.
of mine. But
You guys
you know,
are physically hurting Wolverine.
yeah. What? Well, you're not a Sienkiewicz fan, or what?
Fire is too good for his work.
It's
Wow.
I'm sorry, it's probably the voodoo doll. I'll take the pins out just a minute. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Although to be fair, I loathe impressionism.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, we clash and stuff like
So
that.
if I
all the
mentioned
time.
Jackson Pollock, you'd probably say that shit on a canvas, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that literally what he did one time?
I mean, there you go.
Not that I know of.
No.
I don't know. Xevious, did he ever
No,
crap on a canvas?
No.
No, I don't think so.
And by the way, Pollock is not impressionism at all. That's he had his own thing.
Right. Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
impressionism, like, I mean, to me, the the god of that is John Singer Sargent.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whistler.
And when I say impressionism, I don't mean like shit that if you get too close, it's just really simple. But when you back up, it looks detailed. I'm talking about that loose kind of a broad idea, but it's kind of distorted and weird.
Like Sean Gordon Murphy.
He's just too cartoony and not that good at not being very
Who do
cartoony.
you consider good then?
John Byrne was great. Alan Davis was great. Neil Adams was great. I'm really bad with names, so I won't be able to pull up much else. Not because there aren't that many, but because I'm really bad with names.
Yeah. Art Adams.
Art Adams.
Michael Golden.
Is, in my opinion, too cartoony, but still great.
Michael Golden.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller can burn in hell, and I'll still be mad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Frank Miller is the single worst thing that ever happened to Batman.
Yeah, whatever.
He single-handedly destroyed that character forever, irrevocably.
Yeah.
All right. I just screen.
He redefined everyone's idea of what and who
this
Batman
moment,
was.
and I'm going
in
to put your
one
picture on a
shitty book.
dartboard, and
Yeah, if there was one artist Wolverine could burn on a fire for everyone to see, it would be Frank Miller.
well, you know, I've got to be honest. When he was doing Daredevil back in
Or
the day, it
or
was
call it writer.
rising
Same
up in
list.
the charts, and he and Klaus Janson. I've got to be honest. I didn't buy much of it. You know, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can see the black and white shadow, the
Happy birthday, KSS.
a noir type thing going on. Jim Steranko did some in the early 70s that were similar that I'm sure influenced.
Steranko really pushed the limit of what I was okay with a lot of his work.
Yeah.
Like some of the boundaries he pushed were cool, and some of them were. But you could have drawn that better, though, couldn't you, Jim?
Well, I mean, he still had a little bit of flavor of Kirby in his stuff back then.
He did, and I don't like. I respect Kirby. I don't like his work.
Yeah. heathen.
I
Okay.
respect the things he did and the precedents and rules that he set, but I don't enjoy looking at his work.
Okay, I've been reticent to say this, but why you want to hate, man? Why you want to be a hater?
It's out of my control. The hate just is.
Yeah, it's the medication.
Why do they want to thrust all that hate upon me?
I think TJ's brain cells are working overtime to suppress the one that you are co-joined with. Zevius, are you working on a piece right now as we speak? I bet you are.
I do want to point out we don't do this. We don't do the mock. We don't do the point out. We don't do the criticism out of hate. We never have. We
Well, I
want
mean,
them-
there's
It
hate
comes
involved.
from a good
but
place,
yeah.
right? I was only doing
We
my job
wanted
at
them to be
Dockhausen.
better.
I got it.
It's all out of hate, but it's focused into intent
It's
to improve.
focused hatred. Got you like a laser beam.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hating positively.
It's kind of like man's warlike nature. Like we're warlike at nature, but we try to focus it with rules and morals and sympathy.
It's like the end of the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. You know, it's like, okay, I can't control him, but maybe I can aim him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
KSS, my TV's going.
So when I say vile, angry, hateful shit about your work, I mean it, and I'm angry. But I want it to. I want you to find a way to make it better.
Zevius, Sam Peckinpah, you know him, right? Director?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly
Yeah,
personal.
possibly personally. He's
Deej.
dead, but sure.
Deej Odyssey
We'll
in
go
the
with that.
chat.
Mm-hmm.
He said
Yeah,
he
I know
said
exactly what you're-
90% of a good film is in the casting. Would you say that with the characterization in comics?
Hmm.
If you have good characters,
By
good
casting, what do you
then,
mean by that?
You know,
I was gonna say, like, that depends on what you mean by
Well, like,
casting in
in
comics.
comics, Steve Rogers is Steve Rogers, but like, are you talking about like who's writing him at the time or who's drawing him at the time?
well, I mean, you have to have
Mhm.
you have to
Yeah,
have good,
because that could mean like what exact face that the artist draws Steve in.
yeah.
By casting, like what who your model might be, or who thing, or yeah. There's a lot of ways that question could be taken.
Well, I mean, like you've got your archetypes, and all the biggest heroes are kind of the same one. Like I mean, Batman and Superman have pretty much the same face, and they have for forever. Same body type. And then there's been good examples. I mean, but I like Miller a lot. So what can I say? But
I'm okay with Miller back when he was still a Neil Adams monkey.
Sure.
Is a
early
is a
Daredevil.
good hero made up by a good rogues gallery only as popular as the villain? You think?
A villain can accentuate a hero very well, but they don't have to. That shouldn't be the basis of how good the hero is.
No, but you will sink even a great hero without a good villain.
The reason why everybody knows Batman at this point, I think, is because of his rogues gallery, the Joker. Spider-Man has a stellar rogues gallery that top that peak is the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
The Flash has a good rogues gallery, but I think that has more to do with their personalities than who they are.
Yeah, because the actual villains are mostly donkey ass. None of those were what I meant to say.
Mirror Master, huh? The Trickster.
Mirror Master could be dangerous.
Interesting idea.
Yeah.
Interesting costume. Very different design from a lot of the same shit from the same era.
Well,
I'm not sure if the character
even
is
a
really
poorly
good
written
villain.
story, I think if you have a good concept, Gene Roddenberry said if you have a good concept can carry a bad story. Sometimes.
It can.
Yeah.
Even good writing can carry a bad story.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I mean-
have a shit idea for a story, but as somebody who can write well can make that
Captain
story.
Boomerang.
Roddenberry's a good example. Like, he's actually
Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang's a goddamn pimp, and I won't hear
If
anything
Frank
otherwise.
Miller,
The sad thing is
if Wolverine
Captain
says
Boomerang
if Frank
has
Miller
become-
were a
has
villain,
been made
it'd be Captain
cooler,
Boomerang.
harder, colder, and more badass. And every step of the way, they've made Captain Boomerang a less good character than the weird fuck he started as.
Well, You know,
How
I
do
was
you
shocked. I
take
was
some weird
shocked that
back
he
ass
looked up.
fucking character like Captain Boomerang and make
I
him
was
worse?
shocked that he recently, in the last decade, hooked up with Fawcett's Ray character. You know, in a gay relationship. Actually, I was kind of shocked by that.
Oh god, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
That put me off on DC animation.
I don't.
And
Given
stuff.
the way they've been portraying him lately, he might not even be gay anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I think even without the woke stuff, Marvel. Well, I mean, maybe it was woke. I mean, they like Cecil said, and I agree with him. Marvel didn't capitalize on when the Marvel stuff was going up in the movies.
Oh
People
no,
wanted
Oh,
there was
having
no
good books in the
iota of
stores. Yeah.
capitalizing on the success of those
people
movies.
wanted to see Tony Stark, and they got Ironheart and stuff like that. You could not go to the comic shop and get what you were getting in the movies.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that. Yeah.
They blew an opportunity, a big opportunity.
Mhm.
Why you would do that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not only to get new readers, but to keep old readers.
Mhm.
Because old
Well-
readers were also going to the fucking movies and enjoying them back when they were good, and then going to the comic store and going, "Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Major disappointment. I think I'll buy.
Having to go to the fucking long boxes in the back to find any titles of people that are on the screen.
Yeah, the back issues. Exactly right. Yeah.
or even if they weren't like they were on the screen, at least when they were good."
But I mean, I think I'm convinced, watching over the last few years, that Disney doesn't care about the profit on these properties at all. It's such a small percentage. It's just a line item. So it's like, yeah, okay, Star Wars movie did
I
bad.
mean, the comics specifically.
The comics specifically, but also the movies now too, mostly.
Well, now, yeah, probably now, because I think back when they were still like a nuclear explosion of greatness, I think they cared a lot.
Yeah, they did. But
Because they were making disproportionately large percentage of money compared to other stuff, when they shouldn't be making a noticeable percentage at all, because it's just Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Good morning,
But
Hen.
there's a
Morning.
there's a graphic of
Good
what
morning,
Disney
Ann.
actually controls and what they
Yeah.
own, and
Right.
it's just so huge with all the things from National Geographic to the sports properties, and
Yeah, that tracks.
Marvel is just a few percent of that. So you have you lose $1 billion. Like, okay,
Yeah, tax
Mhm.
write-off, right?
that's a write-off. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
It's
Yeah.
corporate things. You
Bonkers.
got to think like the big dogs, especially when it comes to Disney.
Mhm.
I mean, we think it's a big property, and it's not. I mean, it's just one thing they own in a vast portfolio.
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, Disney's still making hundreds of millions of dollars selling, just your classic characters at Walmart for T-shirts.
Well, I mean,
So
when they
licensing.
were going through their problems in the 90s, in the early 90s, around 93, 94, and then we're talking about going bankrupt, and I said, get out of here. I mean, I don't know how this is going to play out at the time, but, you could lease out for 10 years or something to Sony Spider-Man or something. I mean, they've got their strength is in their characters. I mean, you could have the Incredible Hulk selling Pepsi for a year or something.
Yeah,
You're not going to go bankrupt with
No one cared about the Super Bowl
IPs like they
KSSS.
have
I was just typing out rewind a couple hours or so to see that.
on the VHS. I picture you with a VHS, Wolvo.
Not anymore.
How sad.
But I haven't owned it. I haven't owned a TV in like 20 some years.
Damn, dog. Okay, I thought I was hardcore. Jeez.
It's just me and my computer.
Oh wow, that is sad.
And his red right hand.
Like a good woman, my computer does everything I
Like
need it
a
to
good
do.
woman, State Farm is there.
State Farm is there.
Like a good neighbor, stay over
Stay
there.
over there.
Goddamn.
On your side of the fence. I'm having a man come in and electrify it today. You discussed the Kansas City Taylor Swift's winning the Super Bowl already. My bad.
No one gave a singular fuck.
The Kansas City Taylor Swift.
No ass blow up.
Can you just imagine the decoration on their helmets?
Not really, but that's me.
Man, that's a weird phenomenon. Like I was at the store about 2:00 this morning, grabbing stuff, and night security guys who I know, in my neighborhood, and those guys when they're big dudes who they're retired, so they're in their 60s, but they're just big burly guys, and I know a couple of them, and so walked up. They were talking about Taylor Swift's new album and whether she was going to get engaged today or not. I was like, this is a weird future we live in.
Yeah, it is.
Strange. Yeah.
Are we headed towards dystopia?
Cyberpunk, probably, yeah.
Okay.
I've thought about this.
I don't know. Normal is fighting back lately, so there's that.
Oh, let's hope for that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got people absolutely sucking the dick of every new technology that pops up. So
AI, yeah.
Mhm.
And every senile person.
Don't talk about me like that.
Huh.
Rex,
Don't-
you're not paranoid. They really are after you.
Don't worry, Rex. I would never try to
Thanks,
prosecute
Michael. Appreciate that.
anything you have done. Clearly, you are not mentally fit to stand trial.
Oh fuck! Holy shit, we did it. 2:30.
Oh, is that the
Oh
new goal?
shit, Silvar. That's a cut. God damn.
The fact that I had a CTO so stupid.
Somebody should
I'm gonna go with
absolutely
yes.
drop my link to my campaign in the chat for me. Come on, do it.
We did that when we talked about it earlier.
Yeah, we did that. That was true.
Look, man, do you
don't
roll
have it.
over and
It's
she
not my job.
says, I only want it once? I mean, come on. Come on,
Well,
wrench.
usually she can't speak
No, I'm
after
not
the
telling
first
I mean,
you
time.
she
to
got
do
her
it,
knees
Michael.
replaced,
You
so
got
yes.
you got people with
Right.
wrenches. Hey,
Good morning,
hey,
Tanya.
Tanya.
Good morning, Tanya.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Do you like the Beatles,
What are
ZV?
You
Yes, I bet you do.
wearing today?
Did you say the Beatles?
The Beatles. Uh-huh.
That's a tough one. I don't. I get it
Really? You
And I've been a
not
musician
some of
for-
it? Really? Okay.
forever, but
Hmm.
I don't like the Beatles.
Mm.
And I like I say, I respect what they did.
I would
but,
even give you most of the Lennon songs, but the McCartney songs.
I think of them as a I've listened to everything since when I was really young. I think I'm a student.
But here's a qualifying question.
Huh.
Do you like Wings?
Yeah, I was going to
No.
say Wings. Yeah.
Oh,
You just had to go
No,
there.
I just
Yeah.
I'm
mm.
like I'm still like I like Raw, and I grew up, and I'm still. I'm in a band. Which COVID kind of knocked all that stuff down,
Yeah.
but I like raw punk rock
Oh,
stuff,
oh.
and I would say Johnny Cash is punk rock. I'd say that
You like
Yeah.
Johnny Cash?
the Stones and the Beatles are just these cute guys in suits. Love, it's one of my favorites. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, he was born about
I love how
45
many
minutes
times
away
we've had
from him.
variations on this conversation.
Uh-huh.
Well, I look, man, he's from
No, I can't-
Arkansas. He was just born down the street from me. I got to ask about Johnny. Come on. We won't even touch on Glenn Campbell
That's good too.
unless you
Merle
ask me
Haggard.
about it. True Grit. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've been paying
Marty Robbins.
Marty Robbins.
love the country.
There you go.
And-
Slim Whitman.
But what about Toby Keith?
No.
What about Toby?
He died recently. Wow.
Yes, that's the joke.
You just got to rip the scab off, don't you? Too soon? Jeez.
It was for him.
Can it ever be too soon? For some people, I don't think so. They're on a pathway to destruction. You know,
There are some things that can never be too soon for.
Like the next commercial break.
We're into the Blitz. Check out this sign up right here over on Indiegogo. It's Ben Fusebox from the channel bump that we did earlier right there. Yeah, that guy.
oh yeah.
It is Outlaw Nights Issue 1 Second Chance campaign. The sign up is live for it right now. And we are going to watch this trailer in just a second. As soon as I get done typing. There we go.
Typing.
Frog is no longer here.
This is the hard part of the show.
That is loud. Genesis of a Renegade. Somebody put a thing on my stream saying bright lights and flashing images and shit like that.
What?
Just so go into a
Need a
seizure.
trigger warning for epileptics.
Yeah,
Oh,
epileptic. Yeah, go into a seizure.
The way you worded that, I took it as someone had to put such a comment on your stream. I'm like, what?
No, but it wouldn't be the first time that my tweet outs have been like fucking held for review because it was a sexy bitch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, specifically photosensitive.
That's going to leave a
epileptics.
mark.
Yeah. I still have one overriding suggestion / critique for that trailer, and that is, if you have to show me the same piece of artwork twice, maybe your trailer's a little too long.
Windows Security decided to just give me a fucking notification at 2:27 saying that its Windows Defender summary antivirus didn't find any threats since my last summary
That's fair.
at 2:27 in the morning. Okay, thanks.
Those notifications do tend to seem real fucking random, don't they?
Issue was initially written to be 50 pages long and split into 2 issues to make it cost-effective. Issue 2's line art is complete, but we need funding for colors and lettering. Help us fund part 2, which has a trailer as well. He does note that this is issue 1 work here, so
That's fair. See, a concession like that at the beginning gives you leeway.
hmm
Not like a 4-lane highway of it, but leeway.
Anybody else think it's weird mixed photo with illustration like this?
I don't think it was weird. I thought it was.
I
different,
lost part of that question. What?
Just
but where
mixed.
he's mixing photographs with.
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
It's not helping.
Yeah, it's jarring to me.
Yeah. And
I think
again,
the images he chose looked better, more like the people in the comic. Could go better, but
yeah. And again, even more so, if you find yourself showing me the same piece of art more than 3 times, maybe your trailer's too long.
Mhm.
Like,
It is
if you
the one
can't
that-
find more that I haven't seen already in this trailer,
Yeah.
I'm of a mind a person should have like 2 different trailers. One should be like a 30-second. This is the hype trailer. You know, this is the the rock music or whatever the fuck you put behind it, and shaky images and shaky, or you can throw shaky cam on fucking images from the comic, whatever the fuck, you know. Just do what you're gonna do, but that should not be longer than 30 seconds.
Mm.
And then you have like a 2-minute trailer that has like voiceover. The panels are moving slower, you know, still showing comic art.
Why would you have a 2-minute trailer?
Yeah.
That one will have talking. That one will be a talkie trailer.
Why would you have a trailer that is almost as long as an entire commercial break for television?
Mhm.
With multiple
Does
commercials.
television still run commercials? I don't know. I don't watch television.
I don't know, but Chuck Woolery back in the day assured me that a commercial break was 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
I'll be back in
2
2 and 2. Yep. I think that was supposed to be 2 minutes, 2 commercials, but
I think it was 2 minutes, 2 seconds. I don't know because I usually had more than 2 commercials.
Well, I mean, like my background is TV commercials is a lot,
Oh.
and you can get pretty much everything that's memorable in 30 seconds, and you can pull off a pretty good edit in 15.
Mhm.
So 60 seconds.
But if you go much longer than that, you're going to lose interest that you might have gained in the first 30.
Yeah, exactly. So if you go to a minute, a full 60, and there's still some classics.
Mhm.
You have to have something amazing.
Yeah, that shit has to be timeless.
Yeah, like you need Ridley Scott directing your commercial.
Or something that somehow just resonated with people so hard that like they remember it 40 years later.
moving
Yeah,
on
that
to
fucking Calgon ancient Chinese secret shit.
the Italian guy crying at the side of the road when somebody litters.
Yes.
You know, it's weird. Like, I used to, you know, the internet was well alive, but I'm thinking about around 2000.
Yeah.
Whereas I would subscribe. I'd pay like, you know, a bunch of money to have people to download all the commercials from the Super Bowl, and I would go, you know, to the best bar with the biggest screen with a bunch of friends and pay for that, catch them when they first came out. But now it goes on all media, Twitter, everything within, you know, no time.
Yeah.
So it's too bad.
KSS says my trailer is just going to be me sitting there, and I will say, back my book. Some people say I'm the Black Stan Lee, which will be weird because I'm white.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go
That
with
can
Or
work.
that.
you should straight up get a paper plate and color it like your fucking
Black.
avatar and wear it on your face.
I'm just totally blown away that Wolverine's not practicing. He could do turkey hands. Come on. You know, something.
We'll never know what I'm not.
Okay.
We will never know what I'm not.
Moving along with the Blitz, we go to
You
Indiegogo for
broke
another
up
sign.
there after the word not. The Blitz, yes. We're blitzing.
We're blitzing. Robert Geronimo's Blood Realm, Dawn of the Wolf. Sign up and get a Blood Realm trading card when you're back. Hearken, travelers, the Blood Realm saga continues with another epic, spine-tingling chapter.
Well, shit, you made a fuck up, and now I have an idea.
A training card.
Exactly.
The
On
Dawn of
one
the Wolf
side, it's a cool art trading card. On the other side, it's a workout tip.
There will be a Blood Realm vinyl with this campaign. Limited edition, 7-inch opaque red will be available, featuring orchestral tracks, complete with a jacket illustrated by yours truly.
Oh wow.
Sign up and get a Blood Realm trading card when you back. Yes, this will have a record. Each issue is jam-packed with 32 pages of epic story content, taking the reader across different settings from the majestic cityscape of Vorgoth to the brutal battles within the Tarpex arena. This is the longest chapter of the Blood Realm series, following the rise of Chiron Morvel, a warrior of light and leader of the Iron Wolves. Accompanying them are 3 incredibly talented artists, Christian Rossi, Juan Sanabria, and Keir Covington.
Who crowdfunded
Okay.
their vacation?
I'm assuming whoever the fuck Eliza Blue is.
Okay.
I don't know.
This
if
looks
Tanya
like a
comes
weird
here-
fusion of 300 and Hellboy.
But if Tanya comes here to visit
Visually.
people she knows on panels, she's going to go back home bow-legged.
I mean, that was always
Wow.
the deal.
But I like this image. It's really bold graphically.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a neat choice.
I think he definitely, when it came to, because he does the black, white, and red limited palette, although this looks, the forefront figures there are a little light red.
They made a word for that. It's called pink.
Yeah.
Okay, magenta. I get it. He's definitely influenced by Wolverine's bane of his existence, Frank Miller.
Yes. There's a little Sin City in that.
Oh, there
Hellboy
always
in
has
300.
been in Blood
Always,
Realm,
Tanya.
because
Always.
he does the
Yeah.
black and white and red.
I'm perfectly fine with the design. I'm even okay with the color choices.
Yeah.
The art is just too simple for me. I can't get to
The
it.
hatching on the armored figures a little weird.
It worked in Schindler's.
It's just very
It
stylized.
worked in Schindler's
Mhm.
List. I'm just saying.
But it
I don't-
didn't work in The Witcher.
What? What worked in Schindler's List?
Well, they put the girl's little red shoes throughout the thing. That was the only color in the film. It was a black and white film.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
they put the color thing in
Right.
Schindler. Okay, that worked
Yeah.
in Schindler's List.
That
The color thing. Okay, now I follow you.
Yeah, I was talking about like the hatch work in this armor design. I'm like, that's different.
Well, and again, that's why I dug it. Like I remember I commented to the guys who behind the book, about a month ago when this first came out. So yeah, it's a bold choice.
I can't even tell if it's stylized text or stylized hatching, or if it's stylized texturing, or if it's
That
like the
pattern is
helmet.
called
That
ambiguous.
That could be etching.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's an interesting direction to go because it could be multiple
Well,
things.
I guess it's top
Yeah,
lit. There's not really a clear-cut lighting direction in his stuff.
That makes sense. The style is too simple to really put a whole lot of work into things like lighting sources and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's true.
The style isn't designed to take that kind of thing into account.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there is some light source there because it seems to tend to go darker at the bottom.
Yeah. There's a very basic.
Basic, right?
Nod toward lighting.
Mm-hmm. The pink really sets it apart across.
The pink is weird.
The backdrop.
I understand why it's pink, but it's weird.
It is kind of a strange choice.
No, man, this is again like working in printing in halftones and even clothing. This is a two color, like two plates. So you got black and you got red, and then you halftone it, which gives you 50%. There's a 50% dot, so it gives you it's kind of pink.
I get it.
Like I said, I understand why it's pink.
I don't think he's ever done that
weird.
before. He's pretty much stuck with black and white and red.
Yeah.
Because the pink is neither as stark as the black or the dark red, nor as bright as the white. So it's not doing either of those things, but it's the foreground element.
Right.
But it's supposed to blur because your focus is supposed to be a midground element. But it's still weird because it's the foreground element, but it's this neutral color compared to the other three stark shades.
Yeah, you could do this with a light blue or another color, but I mean that would be breaking his whole,
you'd also need another plate.
Well, it would be breaking his
role is black, white, and red.
It would be it'd be breaking his stick of just using black, white, and red. And I think this kind of does it with the pink.
Yeah, I mean, I totally see like a good handful of reasons why it has to be pink.
Well,
but
okay,
it seems weird.
Like, so what he's doing is it's based on a print. So anything pre-digital, so let's say mid-late 90s. If you're this goes for album covers, this goes for absolutely for clothing. And of course print magazine, print work. So magazine, newspaper, whatever. You got black on, so you got one plate that's black on white, like almost everything. and you run a second plate, which could be a custom colored anything. But when you do that, you can run a screen and have any version of black to gray and any version of just that one, whatever the color is. So that's what this is. And now nobody really learns that stuff anymore because it's just 4-color digital. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's,
And
it's a nod.
what's also additionally interesting is not all of the 4 characters are pink. Like I see full red on at least part of some of them. I think that fucking hammer is an even darker shade, coming, giving the impression of a closer to a light brown.